Yeah,
I've only been to the Alder Inn in Alder Grove.
R.I.P. the Alder Inn. Yeah.
I'm just looking at him. I'm like, is that Chad Brownlee? He looks at me, and then he checks his watch, and then he runs. And I'm like, that was random. Like, who was that?
The old rock shows and stuff, like back in the day down south. Oh, they were crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, insanity. Think of it and it happened. Like it was crazy. But country shows are just as rowdy, but more respectful. I'll say that.
They're like fluffy. I don't know what they're called.
I think there's one called Your Mom's Taco, I think is one of them.
Welcome. This is live from Langley BC, where we talk to locals and business owners about upcoming events and hot topics around the community. I'm your host, Dan, local realtor with
Megan from the local space.
Yeah, she is. And if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment, like, and subscribe as well. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music, leave us a rating, please. Got that. And thank you to anyone who's done that. We really appreciate you. Our guest today is a local legend, chart-topping, award-winning country music artist known for wasting gas, which must be getting pretty expensive these days.
Yeah.
this
$2.20 a liter.
This is Dallas Smith. Okay, that missed. Yeah,
Where did wasting gas come from?
The song. No, all right. I'm in my dad joke.
I don't know what you're trying to do there, but you nailed it.
Exactly. I'm good at that. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Dallas.
Yeah, of course.
This is exciting for us, obviously. But I mean, for anybody who's watching this, maybe give them a little rundown on who you are, if they don't know who you are.
Who am I? I grew up in Walnut Grove. I went to West Langley Elementary. And Walnut Grove High School was my grade 9 was the first year that it opened up. So that might age me a little bit. What's Langley Fine Arts now was my grade 8. And then when Walnut Grove was built, I went over to grade 9. Yeah. But anyways, I grew up in Walnut Grove, like 210, 96th area. We high school, got into music, went to school with a couple of guys who ended up being in a band with me. And we just off of 204th is where Danny Craig, the Craigs lived. Just walking distance from that McDonald's there. And we started writing songs in a garage. And it just kind of went on a wild ride from there. And started off with a song. Well, actually, it started off with us winning the CFOX, like the rock station's Seeds contest. I don't know if they still have that or not, but local talent. And we ended up winning that one. And we got signed to a record deal in the States. And Wasting My Time was the first big song that we released and took us all over the place. So
I heard about that. I actually wasn't aware of that until recently.
Yeah. So I got my first record deal in 2000, and here we are in 2024.
And you switched it up though.
Yeah, I mean, rock kind of evolved, and like what I was doing with the rock band evolved, and country music evolved. There's a lot more heavier guitars and stuff in it. So what I was kind of doing was kind of bridge the gap over to country.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that country.
Are you?
Yeah, no, that's my favorite.
Sense a little sarcasm. I think you did too, yeah.
Because I listen to country music, and he doesn't, but maybe not traditional country music. You probably don't
not like the
more
old,
rocky.
Yeah, it's like newer stuff, like maybe from 2010 on.
Okay.
Yeah.
2010. Okay, yeah.
Like late.
I just grew up on country music, so.
Yeah.
Like the old country.
Yeah. I don't know. That's all my parents listened to.
Like the little twang.
Yeah.
Kathy Mattea and the Judds. And
Yeah, just all, I don't know. My mom didn't know rock music, so it's just country.
That's
from Chilliwack.
So
that's all they listened to.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So what kind of country artists, like what is your favorite artist?
I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite artist. I've listened to it was the high school phase, right?
Okay.
So
drinking music.
It was the drink.
Okay. Okay.
We got into Toby Keith's. We got into Kenny Chesney.
Yeah.
So that brings me back.
Those are still traditional,
Yeah, but their songs before were, I don't know.
No Kenny Rogers.
No. I never. No, I've heard of that reference, but I don't even know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. Did I just date myself?
You dated me. You know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Yeah. Okay.
Walk away. Yeah.
And like Johnny Cash too. I've heard his songs.
Okay.
But they weren't like
That's good.
always on repeat like the newer country was.
Yep.
Listening to your music always brings me back to like high school days.
Yep.
I love it.
Cool.
And then the new stuff, obviously, that's still has the same vibe to it.
Yeah. Yep.
But how was it growing up in like Walnut Grove? Because people from here listen to this and
Well, my parents moved our family from the Newton area when I was about 6.5. So it was an upgrade. Hopefully nobody from Newton heard that, but it was a brand new community pretty much, like as far as like being a suburb. James Kennedy wasn't there. It was just a big giant field, and like Forest Hills didn't exist. It was none of that. 200th was a 2-lane single overpass, and I remember, I think 88th was paved, and I want to say 96 was still like a gravel-ish, but for a short period of time. So that was 1984, 83, 84 that we moved to Walnut Grove. But yeah, it treated me really well, and like I've traveled all over, anywhere from like Japan to Afghanistan to all the great and places in the U.S. and all the holes in the U.S. and all over Canada, and this area, specifically in BC, is like, it doesn't get really any better than this. It's pretty amazing. Having the river there.
Happy medium, like in between city and
country. Well, that's the motto of where city meets country, right?
Yeah.
That's the slogan of Langley. But yeah, it's always been home, and everywhere I've gone, it just doesn't. So I've stuck around. I raised my kids here, and I've been asked to go down to Nashville and stuff, but I love it here.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. I mean, I'm super biased about this topic, obviously.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah,
you love Langley.
Yeah. So, I mean, I made this podcast. I've been here since I moved to Canada, and it's just like, I don't know anything else either. So that's the kind of the downside, I guess.
You haven't explored?
I mean, like, I haven't moved anywhere.
Oh.
So that's the thing. I've traveled, but back home.
Where's home?
South America, Peru.
Oh, nice.
It's nice to visit.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I don't know if I'd go back and live there.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, last time you were talking about eating rats.
I don't know.
It didn't really sell me.
It's a guinea pig.
That's how you cook them. It could be very nice.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be very tasty. It's all about the spices.
So you pretty much founded then Walnut Grove High School. You were saying.
Yeah, but that was first year was grade 9. Yeah, the Gators, and I had great memories. Growing up here, I made some great friends, and some I'm still in contact. And it's really bizarre. I mean, at this point of your life where your friends all have kids and they're in the same high school you're in, you grow up in, and it's bizarre.
And everyone knows everybody, and
yeah, it's bizarre.
It's back then. Was there still that like rivalry with Brookswood?
Oh yeah,
that was it.
Oh yeah,
that was the school. Like no other school. It's just
it was pretty much Brookswood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't get too involved in that stuff, but
fair enough. Well, I mean, it was a sports thing, right?
I wasn't too involved in that either.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's the only time you really saw it.
Yeah,
is during sports, because other than that, it's like we're so far away. Like you're not gonna start.
What do you mean you're far away
from each other? Like their schools are like opposite sides of Langley.
Oh,
it's not like, like for you guys, fine arts is pretty close.
Well, but I think. If I remember correctly, I think it was LSS was a bit of a rivalry as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was basketball, I think, right? That's the big sport in Walnut Grove high school.
That's the one sport that
did you go to
Walnut Grove? Right. It was. I went to Brookswood.
Oh,
it was basketball and volleyball, if I remember correctly. Those are the two.
Pretty standard.
I didn't go to school here. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Where'd you go to school?
You missed out.
No, at Chilliwack.
Or there was one.
There was two schools. There was Sardis and Chilliwack.
That's funny.
There wasn't one. There wasn't a Lickman one. No, or Anus Road one.
Like,
no, yeah.
Whenever people drive past that exit, they take a photo and send it to me. I was like, it's Anus. It's not Anus.
It is not.
I always say that out loud, and the wife not paying attention, but all of a sudden she's like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, "Never mind."
You need to watch what you say. Your child is going to start repeating you.
I mean, like
It
I
could be
would
worse.
say,
That's
it's not that bad.
That's pretty PG if that's
Yeah,
what they
yeah.
repeat. Yeah.
It's the road name. Come on.
And it's actually anatomically correct. It's not like it's not a slang or like derogatory.
Yeah,
it's
like the
anus.
proper word for the
Yes.
part. You know, that's funny. And then I mean, going back to where you started, because obviously you said you started off from Walnut Grove and moved into a band.
Yeah.
So that was rock.
Yeah.
So when you were playing rock, did you listen to country? Like what made you
In the
switch?
early 2000s when I was doing the rock stuff, no. And then like a couple artists like that was more guitar driven. Keith Urban really grabbed my ear. Dirk Bentley, bit of Rascal Flatts stuff. Yeah, just kind of how country evolved. Like mid 2000s, it really kind of grabbed my ear, and I started like listening to that stuff. Not exclusively, but like majority of it was. Yeah, I just loved the combination of the voice, and the storytelling was quite different and less angsty, and yeah.
I like the rhythm of country. There was actually like a little beat to it. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a little softer. Well, I mean, it was the medium back then between country and rock and country.
Yeah.
Because country was very folky, and then there was rock, which was, I don't know. I guess punk rock is what I was listening to. But then I was like married the two.
Yeah, I just appreciated like like I said, like a lot of the tones and the voices and the skill level and stuff, and it's just a different animal from rock bands. Where some bands have like traditional great like tones and stuff, but a lot of it is like very shaped and quirky and got all the different stylistic stuff to it, right? So I just found that the country stuff was a little more pleasing to the ear.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that I put it away entirely. Being the default guys, we play shows like we did 7 or 8 last year festivals in Canada, and then I still crank like Deftones and some heavier stuff.
So you guys are all still friends and
Oh yeah,
didn't have like an ugly breakup or anything?
No, it wasn't really ugly. No, it was not between us anyways. It was more of a ugly circumstances. Like we had this great record. We thought it was great, recorded. Ended up being the last one we did. But just as we were about to hand the masters over to the label, they declared bankruptcy, and then they didn't get the bankruptcy protection. So all of the assets were in basically courts for like a year and a half. And then we put that record out, and then we found out that our old business manager from LA was stealing from us, and like the whole typical cliche shit that goes on. Yeah.
Anything you can imagine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of that. So we picked ourselves up, dusted ourselves off, and just kind of went and did our own thing for a while. Yeah.
Does everyone do their own thing? Like, is everyone still doing music now?
Yeah. In some way, we should perform. Dave is doing a lot of graphic art stuff, plays in a lot of different bands, and plays music regularly. Danny, drummer in 𝐏𝐴𝐴𝐥, he's a producer, really talented guy. And Jeremy he's an electrician by trade. Really like just the biggest heart. Love that guy so much. He's still a great guitar player and plays around and stuff. Yeah. Once it's in your life, it's really hard to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you ever play any music? Any instruments? No?
Never. Ukulele, I think.
That's an instrument.
Hardly.
Oh, like
I just did like
you had to do it like
the
in
hot
school
cross
or
buns.
whatever?
Yeah. That's all I
I
did.
remember.
That's a song.
ukulele.
You're a piano though, so that's actually like talent.
I haven't played in like 10
Yeah, but you
years.
know how to. No, I think you need an ear for that. Like my brother, he can pick it up. He doesn't even know the notes.
Oh yeah.
Listens to it too, and just starts messing around.
Gotcha.
For me, that would be impossible.
Yeah. It just came easier to him. You could get there. It's just
Oh yeah, I'd
I'd
definitely have to.
I can't play by ear. I can only play by
That's-
reading music.
I mean, did you ever have any?
I can't read music.
So it's
I've
just, like,
heard that you're
listening.
either on one side or the
Yeah.
other. With
No,
most
it's
people.
more all ear and feel and stuff. Yeah.
And you grew up playing music.
Just hacked on guitar.
Mhm.
Actually, like the band, like the first time I went and rehearsed with them in Danny's garage in Walnut Grove there, like I think I tried out playing guitar a few times before I actually picked up a mic, and they told me I was a singer. So
How was that though, coming out of, like Walnut Grove? Like, because I'm sure everybody heard about you having a breakout song and then you coming back home, and what was that like? Or I guess it was before social media, so maybe they didn't even know.
Very much, yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, we had like, Yeah, it was pretty high, like as high profile as it could get for a Canadian artist at the time. And
'Cause
we
I
had
feel like CFox was huge back then,
Yeah,
too. So
yeah.
like everyone
but
listened to it.
Much Music and MTV Canada, and they had Syria. They had what was that? XFM was here as well.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day. But yeah, VH1 and MTV down in the US, and we played the Tonight Show. Yeah, a bunch of those late night
That's
shows. So
pretty big.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
high profile stuff. So yeah, when we came back, it was kind of known that these
Do people treat you differently?
four idiots had done something like that. Yeah. Some yes, some no. Kept my circle pretty small. Yeah, but yeah,
I feel like you have
a
to.
little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I'm sure if you bumped into me somewhere or something like that, I'm usually pretty nice,
And
pretty approachable.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So
mean,
everybody
I'm
treats
sure-
me good.
people recognize you even when you come out here, you think?
A little bit. It catches me by surprise. So it's like, and a lot of it I'll find out afterwards. So I'll go to Costco and like, hey, I think I saw you in Costco. I'll get like a direct message or
Oh.
whatever, right? And like, at like just a grocery store or something like that every once in a while. I'm bombing around just doing whatever, right? So I running down the trail and the Fort to Fort trail and stuff like that, and like, and yeah,
You're just living your
just
life.
right,
Yeah.
It's
Not
like it doesn't
going
not a-
to events or anything. It's just groceries.
yeah,
You're a
taking my
normal
kids to
dad.
school. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just a cool job.
It's funny now with social media. We both experience similar things, like
Yep.
people coming up to us in public. I feel like they feel a bit more comfortable because they like see us talking to the camera.
Yeah.
We do our own thing, and yeah, just getting groceries. and
There's
you're
a
kinda like-
connection there, but you don't know it from that side, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I find it weird sometimes because they don't say who they are or like where they're from.
Yeah.
Or like my husband will have my dog at PetSmart and people will walk up to him and be like, Bubba. And he has no idea what's going on.
I love your
Just
wife.
Strangers know my dog's name.
Yeah. Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah. But
Comes with the territory.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
And I'm pretty like uncensored when I'm in public, so I have to watch how I act a bit. Like we had a issue at not an issue, but like we went to get furniture, right? And I just was kind of roasting the price points of this furniture.
Yep.
I'm like, and then afterwards, the salesperson's like, "Yeah, you're that realtor on TikTok," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I am, yeah."
Yep.
And
That's what you say.
my wife's like, "You gotta be careful because they're
I've
gonna
gotten
think this
Google
type
reviews.
from how you act in public."
Oh, I was drunk at a bar one time and I
No
don't know. And then
way.
that same night I had like bad Google reviews and I asked all my friends, I was I rude to someone? And they're all like, no. And like, oh, someone called me a cunt on my Google reviews for my store. Like, what
On
the
my-
hell?
Like from how you were acting at the bar, though.
Well,
or just in-
apparently, but everyone was like, I don't know what, like, why
You don't
anyone.
remember being one of those?
I was like, I was not rude to. I was like playing back the entire night. I was like, I was not that drunk. I remember everything. And
Is
then I
it
asked
just
all
your
my
natural
friends.
disposition? Was it just
No, maybe they just thought because I sell things that say cunt on it, they just thought it was like I don't know, but
Do you sell things that say
yeah,
really?
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's the Australian version. Where it's,
Well, yeah. See you next Tuesday, and
Oh, okay.
and yeah,
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
Nice.
I don't know.
I
Lots of
did
shirts
a-
and keychains.
I did a radio interview for where I was down in Arizona a couple weekends ago, and they asked me. It was taped, so they were able to bleep it out. But they asked me what my favorite swear word was, and it was a whole audience of like mature, older people, and I dropped that one, and there was a few jaws hit the floor.
Yeah, some people take that word a little too.
Yeah, I think it's a little
seriously.
bit more bite down there for some reason.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
find-
T hit's different.
I think it's all about the C.
Is it?
Yeah, it's about how you
Yeah.
hit this. Yeah,
I don't know. I know lots of girls that take it very personally.
Yeah, I
was
can
like-
see it.
I was like,
Growing
okay.
up, listening to like,
I feel like if you have
Australian
one, you can
guys.
say it.
it comes out very rarely. I can tell you that.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you got to watch how you act.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, learn my lesson.
Don't
Yep.
get
That's-
bad Google reviews.
No,
They don't go away.
exactly.
Tell me about it. I got a whole social media full of them.
Yeah, no, the social medias, they're even more like uncensored. They just write whatever, don't care who you are. And they just don't treat you like a human
I
sometimes.
feel like they're worse on TikTok.
TikTok's savage.
That's why I kind of avoid TikTok.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of stopped paying attention to them now.
Yep. You should.
But
Do you do all your own social media?
For the most part, some of it's like scheduled, so it's not me actually posting it at the moment, but it's been run through me and approved and all that stuff, and I put my thing on it.
Do all the platforms.
Yeah. I'm off Facebook though. Like I have a profile on Facebook, and it just automatically gets posted to that, but I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate Facebook. I do.
I feel like everyone hates Facebook.
Yeah, I haven't been on it in like 2 years.
Yeah.
After the pandemic, I'm like, I'm out. I can't do it. I can't
Too many
Why?
news
just
stuff and people arguing, and
you just get a bad
The
version
group-
of
the group chats?
just a bad version of everybody can be on that. Yeah, including myself. So I'm
Interesting.
out.
people I feel like are more opinionated on Facebook, and like
I could see in like the groups, like the community groups.
they're funny
Those are
sometimes.
Yeah,
those get out of hand.
yeah, but it's just like you express your opinion, and then you end up like what does it change? And then you end up fighting with somebody who like you were like good friends with like 10 years ago. It's like why? Like why?
Yeah, okay,
Why?
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? It's
Especially in
just
that time where
Yeah.
people were posting stuff, and then you end up
Yeah.
arguing, and I get you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You said you were in Arizona,
Mhm.
and I wanted to talk about like the events, because you have one coming up even here.
The Gone Country event
Yeah.
with the Rachinsky boys. Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. They still have tickets for sale, I think. That's
I don't know.
yeah.
They do. They posted the other day.
That's the last one.
It's the 10th year anniversary. I played the
Mhm.
first one, and
You played the first one.
Yeah, I played the first one. It was me, Aaron Pritchett, and
I went to that one.
It was a good time. It was a great first event, and they've had a good run with it. And yeah, just they asked me to come back for the last year. So
Any other like Aaron Pritchett? He's a local guy too, right?
yeah, kind of local. Like he lives over in where was he? He was in Gabriola for a while.
Heard Seashell.
Yeah, I think he's in Nanaimo right
Nelson.
now or something like that. I don't know. He's around that side. He went west. But yeah, he lived in Aldergrove for a while, and yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good semi-local guy. Yeah, I think he played a lot at Roosters. That's
Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I remember back when I first turned 19. He was one of the regular
Hmm.
Oh wow.
people. Mm-hmm.
I never met him there,
He's
but I
pretty
met him
good.
after the fact. But
Mm-hmm.
he's a great guy. He's one of my favorites. He's funny.
Any,
He's funny as all hell.
any other local artists that you're close with?
Yeah, there's quite a few actually. Sean Austin is from North Van or
Okay.
West Van or what, I don't know.
I want to see how many of these names you know.
Yeah.
I saw him on the social media. So that's
Who else? Well, yeah. Who else is around here? I know I'm blanking out big time on a couple. Tyler Joe Miller is from here. Chad Brownlee grew up here. Yeah, we actually grew up like as neighbors. Our
Oh, really?
backyards, our fences touch each other when we were
oh, that's crazy.
growing up. But
Yeah,
he was quite a few years younger.
I've
so
seen like 3 of his concerts.
Yeah.
Of all people, like
oh, he's a good dude. Yeah, there's still lots of talents come out of here. I'm missing somebody. Aaron.
Oh.
I
the
don't.
only one I know is Chad Brownlee.
Yeah.
That's like
Didn't he used to play at Gabby's? Who used to play at Gabby's all the time?
That might have been Tyler Joe Miller.
Oh, okay.
I think it might have been. But yeah. Yeah.
Did you
Simon?
plan with Chad Brownlee those Fort Langley events? Was that
Yeah, Redwoods?
no the ones that they just did last year too? Or the year before
No,
last
we
year?
didn't do. We haven't done anything in Fort Langley, but we did that charity golf tournament
Okay.
after we did our tour in 2013. I think
Mhm.
we did. I think we did 7-8 years. We raised like
I don't even know what concert you're talking about.
yeah.
I was at
It's
it.
like a
Well,
community.
that's good to know.
Acoustic.
Well, then you tell us about it. Then. What do you-
No, he was there. It's funny though because like I had
He played it.
yeah. He played
Oh,
it.
okay, gotcha.
He did acoustic. He was
Gotcha.
at that elementary school there.
Oh yeah.
Not fine arts, the other one.
Yep.
And it's funny because that's again the only artist that I'd seen live. Like 2000. This is like 2017, 18.
Yep.
And then he's supposed to play at this show, and we're walking back from Trading Post with our 4-pack of beers, drinking them on the way.
We've been through this. No drinking while
Yeah,
walking
but
down the road.
I told you.
It's legal in Fort Langley, no?
Oh,
Yeah, it has to be. If not, we start the petition right now.
Yeah. And then, so we're on the way, and I see this guy that looks like Chad Brownlee, and he's just like at the light, and he's like wearing his shades. And then I'm just looking at him, I'm like, is that Chad Brownlee? He looks at me, and then he checks his watch, and then he runs. And I'm like, That was random. Like, who was that? And because he sees me notice him, I guess, and then he's like, "Oh, maybe like it's my time to play." And bolts. And then after the show, I went and we talked to him backstage. I'm like, "That was me." Like right before you booked it. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know what it was, but like, I just had a realization." I'm like, "Oh, it's my turn. I gotta go." And he bolted. So that was funny. But yeah, pretty much like the only country artist.
Was that
I'd
your first
recognize.
country music experience?
No,
Like live?
I went to Stampede
How was that?
when it was all country.
Like Calgary Stampede?
Yeah.
Oh.
Before it was all EDM.
Yeah, they got that big
Oh.
EDM tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Wiz Khalifa there. We played the Nashville North tent, and then I rushed my son. He was 18. At that point, he had just turned 18. And so me and him rushed over to see Wiz Khalifa play at the Cowboys tent, like the last little bit. It was great.
That's cool. I mean, it's diverse because they had even Marshmallow over there. Like
yeah, Kid Leroy, and they had a whole bunch
Yeah.
of stuff over
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
big events.
I don't know any of these names.
Those are
you'd recognize
EDM.
some. You'd recognize some of
The
the songs for
songs.
sure.
Mm.
yeah. He did like a Justin Bieber song.
Mm.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Speaking of festivals, because we didn't touch on it, like what festival have you played that like you go back to often?
The Country Thunder festivals. That was the one I did in Arizona. I played. They bought Big Valley Jamboree, so that's the big one in Edmonton, or North Camrose. Yeah. So I was like the first Canadian to headline that one, which is cool. They've had me back. And then there's one in Calgary we're doing this year. There's one in Saskatchewan we're doing. Country Thunders are a great, they're a great branded festival that I've played a whole bunch.
Do you find that like those are all Canadian? What about down there?
Yeah, Country Thunders down there. There's been like random ones that I've gone through over the years. I haven't played Stagecoach. There's some ones that I'd like. I mean, Stagecoach would be great. Yeah, there's some ones down in like Florida and like down south.
How do you pick? Like, do they
It's
just
it's
they
agent.
contact
It's done
you?
through the agent, not through me directly.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's all just it's a chess game. So yeah.
Do you have any say, or is it like
No.
what your
Wow.
agent says
No.
goes?
No, like in Canada, I do. But I really, really trust his judgment. I've worked with him. He's one of my best friends. So, I trust he's got my best. Yeah.
That's good.
How rowdy does it get down there? And like you said, Florida, like Nashville.
Oh, the old rock shows and stuff, like back in the day down south. Oh, you're crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, insanity. Think of it and it happened. Like it was crazy. But country shows are, yeah, they're just as rowdy, but more respectful. I'll say that.
I could see that.
Yeah.
More sophisticated down there. It's been around.
People genuinely are there to, for the most part, just to get together and have a good time and enjoy music, in a safe way, I'll say.
I went to Watershed at the Gorge.
Yeah, I played that one. That's great. It's a great venue.
And I've never experienced American like rivalries between colleges before.
Yeah.
It scared the shit out of
It's
me.
a thing.
Oh, were they like
Because there was,
doing
like-
push-ups against each other or something?
No, like they were like chanting their things and like
Oh.
walking towards the stage and all this sort of stuff like against each other. I was like, is someone gonna get in a fight? There is a lot of people here right
It's
now.
kind of like stomp the yard.
I don't know what that means.
You caught me on that one too.
It's that movie where they like dance battle.
Oh, okay.
They just like slap each other.
Oh.
It's like
My favorite memories from that festival is you can see like people walking down from the campgrounds, but
Yeah.
I remember all the Canadian flags coming down.
I love the
when the
hill
Canadians
there.
play.
I love the
yeah,
gorge,
it's killer.
Yeah,
I've-
because you
I've-
can like just sit down and watch and like
out of
you
the
can see everywhere.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah, and then the sunsets on the like
Mhm.
mountains or the canyon there. Super nice.
Yeah. So that one was on the bucket list, and then Red Rocks is one I'd like to.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen a show there. I'd love to go and see that.
Yeah, the acoustics there I heard are good because
Mhm.
you have like the back.
It's a natural
It's just-
amphitheater.
yeah.
Yeah, looks pretty rad.
Yeah. And then you get the same thing. I don't think you get the same view, but it's still nice. out
Yeah, it's
there.
different for sure.
Scary being in the desert at night though.
Why?
I don't know. There's
Oh.
snakes and stuff.
Scorpions.
Yeah.
Isn't it Soyuz
Gets really cold.
desert?
Yeah, but you're not at a music festival in a Soyuz. It's nice to go. That'd be pretty cool.
There was Merritt.
That'd be a
Close
pretty cool.
enough.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Merritt's nice. That's gone.
Gone.
Like, Gone Country we have. I don't know what they're doing. They just did one in Vancouver. That
At
was
the
another
stadium.
one at the stadium, though. So, like, outdoor
I
festivals.
know a lot of people. It seemed like a lot of people went to that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a ton of artists there. Luke Bryan was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He almost broke his neck.
Maybe he fell
yeah.
down or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stepped on his cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that there needs to be, it's too beautiful out this way. There needs to be an outdoor one.
Well,
somewhere
they're building
big and-
one at the P&E grounds. They're building a big outdoor amphitheater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks pretty cool. See if
It's small, though. I've gone to other shows there, and it's like there's limited space.
And is it a festival if you get to go home at night though, or is
So
that
that's
just
what
a
my
concert?
friends that went to the thing last weekend, they're
Yeah.
like, it just felt like I went to 2 really long concerts. Like it didn't feel like fun like a festival. Like
Yeah.
they tried to like put stuff outside, but then it was raining. So
Yeah.
they couldn't really do all
No.
that stuff. But yeah, that's what they all said. It was like different. It was weird. They
Yeah.
made it seem.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need an outdoor festival for country. For
I
sure.
want to do one in Merritt again.
Would
feel
you
like-
ever do go that route?
I've played Merritt before.
No, but would you ever plan?
That seems like a
No.
lot of work.
No?
No.
I used to host shows in Vancouver for like nightclubs.
It's a nightmare.
It was I mean, I'd go there to work, but I mean, I'd be there.
Like you would
Partying.
want to like put on a
I did.
weekend.
Not a weekend. I did
Event.
like a
Like that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Just the liability. Just
Everything
Doesn't-
about
Which
it.
is
Yeah.
I love bringing people together though. Like that was exciting to
Yeah.
me. Like how many people do you think we can have? The money it was decent, but it was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go partake in this now. Like,
Some of those festivals, like to build them up, like you could really hang in your dick out there. Like you could
oh
take
yeah,
a huge hit.
they've been hit hard this
Yeah.
last few years too.
Yeah.
Almost a bunch of companies going under, and yeah, I mean, now nightlife has changed completely too. Now with I don't know, have you noticed that?
Like when we started playing in live venues, there was lots of places to play in Vancouver. Starfish Room and Richards on Richards, and there's a couple places out in the valley. Yeah, but they're all gone.
yeah. There isn't many places
No,
to see live music.
oh, they're there, but not for really emerging, garage bands to go and cut their teeth. It just doesn't
Mhm.
exist. Not that I know of, anyways. Not in the same way that it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Town Pump and all that stuff, right? It was lots of great venues downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I've
then
heard
electronic music, the cheaper stuff to run, right?
Yeah.
DJs came in and all that stuff, and
And even then, they slowed right down too.
Mm.
That's what I was in.
I just feel like younger people that used to go out don't do that as much.
Yeah.
Like we all used to go clubbing
Just-
downtown.
it's
like when we're
Fortnite and Call of
like-
Duty. Why would you
Yeah.
go out?
Oh,
Yeah, and they don't seem
Exactly.
to do that. My little sister is 10 years younger than me, and like her and her friends, they never had like a clubbing phase. I was like, I don't understand. Like,
Just
aren't
when
you
they turn
supposed to do
21,
that?
just send them down to Vegas and they'll be
Yeah.
shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, their mind would blow. There's a place. There's a Cowboys in Aldergrove, wasn't there?
It was just off of
Yeah.
264th. I never went, but it was behind
Yeah, the gas station.
the gas
I
station
heard
there.
stories. I've never obviously didn't go because
Yeah, I
I've
never-
only been to the Alder Inn in Aldergrove.
R.I.P. the Alder Inn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only place I ever went in Aldergrove.
I never went there
I think I went in there twice.
by accident.
Yeah.
You were trying to get a schnitzel.
I just remember the last time I went there, I texted my friend and made him come into the parking lot to walk me inside because I was scared to get out of my car because
Yeah.
of all the people hanging out outside.
Yeah.
I mean, like they might be inside too.
They were
Well, at
inside.
least I would be with someone. I didn't want to walk in by
There's
myself.
cameras. But I thought that was always the oddest thing is they had like German food, right? Schnitzel or something.
Wasn't it Chinese food that was
I don't know.
attached to the side building, right?
I
It was
feel
attached to the
like-
same building?
Yeah, I feel like it went through a few food places. There was schnitzel at one
And
point.
There was a motel, and it was yeah. They shot in Riverdale there.
Did they?
Yeah.
Because they did at Gabby's.
Yeah, but then also they shot Riverdale at Alder Inn.
Oh,
But then I don't know if they kept doing it there, but that was right before they tore it down.
now
Yeah,
it's an empty lot.
Yeah, what
yeah,
is
they
there?
do
I
like
haven't been down that way
events
in a while.
there. They do like community events.
Just on the gravel?
Oh.
They just dance on the tombstone of what was. They're literally like, it's funny actually, because it used to be this corner.
Now all these people can tell their kids that I used to see strippers here.
I wonder what happened to the pole there. I wonder if it's in somebody's bar.
It's probably so dirty.
Hanging over the mantle.
Oh, it's definitely COVID proof.
yeah.
I was going to ask you about why you stayed in Langley, but you answered that, and I'm excited.
It's beautiful. It's great.
Now, when I go and I sell a place, I just be like, why should I buy in Langley? Well, Dallas Smith has been all around the world. He's seen it all.
Yeah, I got the best judgment in the world for sure.
This is that's your sales pitch now?
That's it.
Okay.
That's
cool.
it. No, I'm like,
I do like Langley.
I wish I was around back in the day, though, when I heard stories that it was Cineplex was like a riding ring.
Yeah, it was the original keg was like attached to the riding ring. There would be, I think, the one wall you'd overlook and see inside the.
That's pretty cool.
Barn, yeah, inside the room.
I mean, that's so hick of Langley.
Yep.
And then they had
salad bar. I remember eating there well.
That's funny. And then the Langley Speedway, Brookswood, where they had races there.
Yeah.
What was they talking
The
about?
cement is still there.
Yeah, I go there.
Yeah, you can walk there.
We were more like Derby Reach. There was that strip down Derby Reach.
North Langley.
Yeah.
He doesn't
We're on the
go
right
to
side of the
south.
highway, my friend.
That's
Where all
just
the
like in Chilliwack and
all the
Sardis. Like you
mosquitoes
got to
are.
stay on your side of the highway.
yeah, we're calling mosquitoes.
That was terrible a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My dog wouldn't go aside. It's brutal.
Yeah. What do you think about all the stuff they're doing in Fort Langley?
Mixed feelings.
He's like, I don't want more people coming here.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, the parking is at a premium already. Like, it have to walk a real fine line with that, right? Because if you mess it up, you mess it up, and you mess it up for good. So I hope they really retain the charm, but also attract a lot of the restaurants and like some fun stuff for like just kids and people to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as long as they keep it fun, I think, and not overcrowd it with too much residential.
Did you see what they're doing at the waterfront?
I've heard about it. Are you talking about
Park?
So is it going to be what's the bridge there? Bray Island Bridge?
Before it, yeah.
They're doing like a dock and stuff, aren't they? A pier.
It's huge, actually.
On the east side of the bridge or the west side?
East.
East. Okay.
I was
East.
trying to do my never eat.
So yeah. So towards Abbotsford. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew something was going to happen, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah, they're putting a pool there apparently.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Putting a pool there.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew about like the
pier.
pier.
Yeah. I looked into it after I said it on Shamisha's podcast. So then after that, I was like, I wonder what it is. And then the parking I was worried about because that's going to be a pool. Like you're going to need tons of parking.
There's already no parking.
And with the tracks there, right? There's not a whole lot of room.
So they're putting a pedestrian bridge to the Fort Langley Fort parking because there's a ton of parking there that nobody uses.
Got it.
So that's how far out it's supposed to be going down.
Okay. Yep.
And then there's pedestrian bridge over that. I mean, I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
You just worry about the traffic going down Glover Road. Like that's what are you gonna do with that? It's that'll be a bit much.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
I don't mind them doing lots of stuff, just the cars.
Yeah. What's his face said that we're getting e-bikes so that people can ride.
Who?
That counselor dude that we had on here.
Was that in the plans?
Yeah, because he said there would be some at Willoughby Town Center, some in Fort Langley, some in downtown Langley, which I thought was a bad idea.
I answered that survey, by the way. I
wonder what'll happen to those.
And then you can just ride your e-bike to.
But if it's raining,
I'm not going to walk around Fort Langley if it's raining.
Yeah, but what if you're gonna have to park somewhere close to the restaurant that you want to go into Fort Langley?
No, my husband rides his bike all the time to Fort. I'll be like, "Where'd you go? You were gone an hour." He's like, "I went to Fort Langley." I was like, "What do you mean you went to Fort Langley?"
Oh yeah.
And like because
from Willoughby,
because that bridge is under construction, you can't go over that bridge that is closer to our
216th. No,
Glover Road.
Yeah. So like he has to go like the long way. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Apparently, it's a nice.
Yeah,
ride.
I don't know what to think about the Fort Langley thing. It's.
you've seen it.
I've seen
From
it
the
change.
start,
I've
yeah.
seen it change quite a bit.
Mhm.
So hopefully they do it right. Like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Or Langley's cute. I'm sure they'll do a good job.
Yeah.
The township of Langley's like pride and joy. It's what they spotlight everything on when
Mhm.
they're advertising Langley. It's always about Fort Langley.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
they need it to make money.
Beautiful spot.
Hmm.
Well, I want to get into this food because I'm hungry.
Okay.
That's why. And I know you got the Game 5 coming up. I wanted to talk about hockey a bit, but we don't know what's going to happen by the time this is posted.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're a big hockey fan.
Huge.
I only watch the playoffs, to be honest.
I had season tickets for a bunch of years, and
Oh, cool.
I'm quite vocal about my love for the Canucks on everything. So yeah,
Awesome. Well, you must be over the moon right now, especially after that last game. That was insane.
that was completely unexpected. That
Yeah.
came out of nowhere.
I just remember coming home and there was like 10 minutes left, and I was like, oh, obviously the Canucks lost. And my husband's like, yeah, it's looking like that. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, that changed very quickly.
Yeah, whatever system and whatever Nashville was doing could not handle that extra player on the ice. They fell
Oh,
apart,
yeah.
which I love seeing because we've seen the Canucks do that. A couple
Exactly.
times,
That's the
so-
thing. Like, you'd expect it to be on our end, but to see it switch roles for a change, as far as I've seen, that's nice.
Yeah, that was a beauty game.
Bless.
This team's different though.
Oh, for sure.
This
They
team is
got a lot of
different.
like heavy hitters, like that are doing very well
Yep.
on their own.
Yep.
Right? They don't real. Besser was unreal. That was.
You even
Insane.
know all their names, even though you only watched the playoff?
I'm a guy. I don't know names of hockey players, even if I don't watch hockey. I know most of them. Yeah. Who are they talking to? Oh, I think one of them reached out to me, but like not directly. They were like on my website, and I saw their name, and I'm like, this is. I don't
Like
want
they
to say
wanna
the
buy a
name.
house?
They were trying to buy a place. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of them are all over the place.
Yeah,
One of my buddies takes was it Hoglander? Takes him fishing.
Oh, okay.
He's like a guide,
Yep.
and then he takes him fishing all the time for like out in Vetter, salmon fishing.
Nice.
And steelhead. I don't know if you fish, but like
As a kid, a bit.
sturgeon.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're like once you get into that, you're like hooked. So yeah, he take him all the time. I'm like, that's pretty sweet.
Interesting fact about Hoglander. I never would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fisher. Big fisher.
Interesting.
But yeah, let's get into this. So we have Moreno's once again. Can't go wrong. I'm trying something different this time. Usually get the Cubano, usually get the BLT, I think. This is a soprano. Meat on meat on meat.
Yep.
That one's the buffalo chicken.
Okay.
So you've never had it. This
No.
is your first time. Let's have a taste review. I want to.
What if he had allergies?
Oh, do you have allergies?
No.
Are you vegetarian?
No.
Okay. Because they have a vegetarian option. It's actually pretty good.
Mm,
I think.
really?
Yeah.
I still haven't been to Moreno's. I know that you.
That's fantastic.
$10 pre-made.
Well,
Warm it up when you order.
that's great.
Lunch rush. Like, I mean, if you're around there, because it's down the street here, but
Mhm. That's great.
it's good. It's good.
They have good cookies.
Say that again.
They have good cookies.
Oh, they were great. We had them last time.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is a soprano. So like,
You're just gonna feed him, or are you gonna
Is
eat
there
some?
olives in it?
was that?
Is there
Oh,
olives in it? I'll watch for olives.
I don't think so. I think that one
you allergic
has
to them?
pickles.
Oh
They taste like shit.
man, I love olives.
That's a girl thing. I
I'm
think.
always the weird one
It's
that
a
like
girl thing.
wants extra olives,
Mm.
like on a pizza.
Mhm.
Got all the salamis in there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like pickle in there? Pickle or relish or something?
He's like, I
I
don't
don't think
know.
so.
You keep
I
it.
didn't
to
taste any pickle.
I haven't had that one yet.
Oh,
That's great.
Good.
Red pepper and some.
Yeah. That
Mm.
one has a bunch of veggies in it. Okay.
Mm.
Well, you haven't eaten.
I'm not gonna have it.
You're not gonna eat. You can't eat.
I didn't touch this
I have
side.
deli.
Huh?
I have deli.
You can't eat it though, or you already ate, or you don't want to eat on camera.
I can't eat deli.
Oh. Okay. This is chicken.
Okay. I already ate.
Oh,
We don't
okay,
have to
well,
keep
now
on
you
going.
make that
But yeah, but
excuse.
I can't have deli.
Oh, okay. Make
Yeah.
up another excuse.
Did your wife eat deli?
She doesn't eat pork. Religious
Oh.
reasons.
Oh.
I a lot of pork.
You guys not
to
eat
offset
together?
her lack of eating pork. Yeah.
No, we always order sandwiches. I'm like, get bacon on the side, and then I double my bacon. I'm not gonna say no bacon. It's charging me for bacon.
Bacon's good.
Yeah, can't go without. I tried. I remember I didn't eat it for like, I think I got up to like 6 to 8 months. Tried
sounds
taking a
horrible.
break from pork for that long, and you have it again. It's like heaven.
I don't have pork very often.
No, neither do I. Like, other than bacon,
That's
I
what
don't
I'm-
Yeah,
think,
bacon is really
I
the only
don't
thing.
think I eat very much
The
pork.
occasional ham at a family dinner. That's
Yeah.
really about it. Yeah.
The honey ham.
Where do you guys like eating? Where's the spots?
The Barley Merchant is probably my go-to
Where's
place.
that again?
It's right in the Colossus parking lot, like where,
Oh, okay. I haven't been there yet.
yeah, the London Bowl or
Where
Eastside
Eastside
Mario's.
Mario's used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know where that is now.
Or,
Yeah.
Yep.
or the keg.
So that's because Tim worked at the original 𝐏𝐡𝐨𝐧𝐞 back in the day.
Mhm.
And who's the owner of the Barley Merchant. So he's like, it's like a full
Oh.
circle, his first restaurant job.
Gotcha. Okay.
Where you
Is
got
it-
engaged.
Yeah, they've been together forever.
Yep. No, that place is good. Where's your favorite place to go?
I like we hit up Saba a lot in Fort Langley. Both of the locations. They're like awesome coffee and place is great. Good food. Really good food. That Stevens and Langley on the one way.
I really want to have their donut fried chicken
I know,
sandwich
yeah.
thing.
Oh, wow. I haven't had
I
that.
saw them posting about it, and now I'm like, I want to go again and have that.
Yeah, I'm part owner of that one with the Rachinski guys and some
Oh.
friends and
Mm.
stuff. So that's been fun doing that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We're trying to get them on to talk about Stevens.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I know a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Stevens? Oh, yeah. We got time. Let's get into it.
It's fantastic.
How was that? How'd that even come to? Like,
Through friends, through a Rachinski connection. So like Sasha.
Mhm.
they
I
just
knew
had an
that they
idea
were-
of like, hey, let's
Well,
do
they
a
had opened up
restaurant pub.
Haven.
Yeah.
And then when they were opening up Stevens, or the idea of it, I got the invite to come and look at the presentation and stuff. It looked fantastic. They have a sample of the foods and it was really, really good. Yeah, it's a really cool place. Yep, I haven't been in a little bit. Just been in and out of town, but got a lot of friends that
Something
go there
fun
and seem
in
to have a good time.
downtown Langley. Downtown
Yeah.
Langley
It's open
needed
late,
something.
too.
Yeah.
Or
Lots of
ish.
great drinks and
Mhm.
lots of cool, like they had donut burger. And
Yeah.
they got a lot of cool stuff.
They have stuff that like you would find at like a unique place in like Vancouver. Like it's very different than
It's a
anything.
foodie
in,
spot.
yeah, it's
It
very
is.
different than anything
is.
in Langley. I
This is
think.
your sign to go check out Stevens in Langley City.
It's really good.
They have a
Uh,
flight of
Look,
oh, yeah.
the donuts.
Oh, they have
and
the mini
and-
donut one.
Yeah.
They,
Mini
they have
donut
a
flight.
chicken strip flight, like dip.
Yeah.
Oh, they have that for that
You
too?
got those trucker style
Yeah.
nachos. Yeah, the nachos and
Their
stuff.
fluffy tacos are really good.
I haven't been there yet
They're,
because
they're like fluffy. I don't
Yeah.
know what they're called.
I think there's one called Your Mom's Taco. I think is one of them. I think it is, right?
I feel like it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they have some. Their menu's fun. One of their drinks is like the Orange Julius.
It's the
It
drinks.
brought me back to my Dairy Queen days because it
It's-
used to make Orange
Yeah, yeah.
Julius.
It's the drinks that I hear about.
Yeah.
People are really loving the
They're
drinks.
very fun.
no, it's super smart because it's something that people are going to come from anywhere to come check out because you don't find that anywhere.
I'm all for people coming to downtown Langley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the one way. Hopefully that'll spark some more like, yeah.
Just put your sign in front of their door. Like, when you're drunk, come to the
I'm
store.
shopping. We have drunk people come shopping and they'll spend like $100 on stickers.
This is the best shoppers ever.
But the one way is going to be a bit of a disaster this summer.
They're doing the
They're
SkyTrain
digging it up.
station or something, right?
I'm going to a meeting right after this to find out what their plan is because
Ooh,
they're
okay.
like closing the whole road down to like dig it up and redo all the pipes and
They're
Well,
gonna
that does
put less
great things for
parking.
Stevens. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
I was like, I've been talking to other people like, are you worried? And they're like, they're not giving us any information. I was like, okay. All
Well,
we
you're
know
gonna
is
So
that
find
that's
out.
all to do with the SkyTrain station, correct? Or are
no,
they
this
just,
is for something that was supposed to happen before COVID. They need to replace all like the sewer lines and all that sort
Okay.
of stuff. So
SkyTrain
just
isn't even
upgrades.
running through there. It cuts off.
it before that.
to the casino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be, well, that'll be good for business.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
It'll transform it somehow.
yeah, there's some big buildings gonna popping up there. right?
Were they doing
Discover.
they got those big? Well, I don't know how many stories those ones are just on 200th and the highway there. But are they doing ones that size in downtown Langley?
No, downtown Langley, they can't something about the soil.
Yeah,
I can't remember the actual
very
reason.
soupy,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? So
Something about 6 stories or something.
yeah, the
I think.
highest they could go, I think, is like 8 to 10, but
That's still
6 is
sizable
pretty much
building.
where they're sitting at,
Okay.
just to be safe.
Because they're starting at they've already torn down one building at the beginning, and they're gonna put
That's a commercial one, yeah.
residential on top and commercial on the bottom.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Discover Downtown Langley said that. They said,
Yeah, because I was gonna move, and then the guy's like, "Well, you know, I'm gonna tear this building down, but you can always come back when we build it again." I was like, "I can't just close my business for a couple of years while you
Yeah.
rebuild a building." So I
Thank
ended
you.
up staying
Yeah.
in my original spot and just renovating a building that's gonna fall down one day.
yeah, well, it'll get the traffic through. They're going to keep it a one-way. They're going to get rid of parking, which is what I heard. Put more grass.
They're putting picnic tables and like light posts, and it's going to be all
So you might as well
walkable, and maybe it'll be like District 1881.
Yeah, that'd be cool, I guess. You just got to find a parking lot where everyone's going to be willing to park.
I tell everyone to go park at Farm Country
Where's
I've gone there.
It's like
I've walked there.
in the same
It's not
parking
bad.
lot as Value Village.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like during the days when I'm open and people aren't at Farm Country during the day.
Yeah.
So
The casino is
park
pretty
there.
light in the day as well, right?
yeah, so like just go park
there.
there during the day. I know there's signs that say don't park here, but just pretend you're
Gives
walking
you a little
and
loop.
then
So
turn.
you start on one side, go to the other side, come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, Langley does need more parking down there.
That'd be cool, though. See, Stevens has definitely a few of the businesses there, new businesses have sparked up. We've had a few of them on. A lot of interest downtown Langley. It's
Nice.
a good spot. Good spot.
Nice.
It'll be
I'm interested about
something.
that pier in Fort Langley. I got to check that out though.
Oh, yeah, that's your spot. That's your stomping grounds.
Yeah, I'm down there all the time. So, like restaurants and like what is it going to be?
I don't think it's more restaurants. It's going to be more.
outdoorsy.
But there might be more development eventually. Like they just released a new townhome project called 𝐏𝐡𝐨𝐴, where they have like 3-bedroom townhomes where they're like $1.3 million.
Oh yeah.
And
Isn't that how like aren't townhouses around $1 million? No,
I mean,
I don't know.
they're on. You can get them for under $1 million for something that
Oh.
size. Anywhere else in Langley, easily
I
under.
know, but you're
but
paying to be in that
1.3.
cute little community.
And
If
they're
I
gonna
lived there, I
put-
wouldn't leave.
We're gonna put some condos there too. I think soon.
What do those existing condos go for?
The ones right on the river,
Yeah.
those get up there. Like if you're doing river views, they're up like over $1 million.
Yeah.
or
So
around the $1 million for the bigger ones, but they're all bigger. And on the other side, you're still at like 800.
For like a
Like
2-bedroom.
2-bed, yeah. They're all bigger, I think. I don't think there's 1 beds there. They're like 2 beds, 2 beds, 3 beds.
And they don't have a yard.
No, and you're looking at good old muddy Fraser River.
it's a beautiful view.
I haven't actually been to
It's
the.
awesome.
I haven't actually been to the river
I
in
love
a
it.
long
How do you?
time.
You don't live there though, but you live close. One thing I'm always curious about is the train.
Growing up on 96 and like 210, that was the train I heard as a kid. It's still close
I
enough.
feel
They
like
would
you
rumble
get
the house a
used
little bit.
to
You'd
it.
feel it. Just the cups would shake a
Little-
little bit. Yeah.
Little massage.
I
Yeah.
grew up by the Fraser River in 𝐏𝐴𝐴𝐴, and like the train went by all that, but you just end up getting used to it. Like it's just part of your.
It
Oh.
blows my
It's part of his charm, and it never bothered me at all.
Yeah.
I guess once you get really used to
And
it.
like it's usually pretty quick. It's not like it's going on forever.
No, but it does come every like 15 minutes.
Does it?
No.
No, I didn't think so. I was like, I don't recall.
30 minutes. I've timed it because I'm like,
Maybe you were there during rush hour, like rush
Is it rush
train hour. I don't know.
Rush hour for trains? Yeah. Maybe.
I like going up on that bridge though. We found it this year. I've been there a few times. I didn't even know they had a bridge that goes over the train.
Oh, yeah. The pedestrian spot there. Yeah.
And that brought her daughter up there. She lost it. She loves the train, right?
Yep.
So train, it scared me. It was coming so
It's
fast.
intense,
And
yeah.
it's like you feel the energy of the train just passing underneath you.
Yeah.
And it like,
Does it not slow down because of pedestrians around there, or no? Because
Well,
it's a
that's before it enters Fort Langley. I mean, it's still ripping pretty good.
'cause I know, like in populated areas, it has to like
It
slow
honks a
down.
few
It has
times.
to slow down to a certain
It's
kilometers.
I'm sure it slows down a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's ripping pretty quick.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife was filming a video of it, and then, I think I had it on my phone, and all of a sudden I didn't expect it, and I turn as it's like right there, and I'm just like, you can hear in the video, I'm just like, huh, just like absorbing this, like, like my stomach dropped. But yeah, no, it's
Were
finally,
you scared?
it's just a reaction. I wasn't scared.
Okay.
Have you ever played any virtual reality games, like with the headset? Have you?
Not really.
Your kids don't have that?
No.
Where'd that come from?
Because I was gonna say it's similar to that.
Oh.
Like there's this one game you put on and you like jump off a building.
Okay.
Don't ask me. But it like as you're falling, you're looking around, everything's like coming at the same speed and it's realistic. You go look down as this floor is getting closer to you, and then once you hit, like for me the first time, same thing. I was just like felt it. You like bent your legs, got ready for impact. It was crazy. But yeah, similar thing. I don't know.
Good story.
This is what we do to fill the time.
Well, we're done now. You can do your wrap up.
Okay, well, before we do, where can people find you? And do you have anything else coming up other than Gone Country?
No. What do I got going on? Just a summer full of festivals and shows, and yeah, everything kind of.
Any other ones here?
Nope. No. Usually only do one event. I don't. You don't overplay an
He wants the
area.
excitement, so people like want to come see him.
Yeah. How many of your favorite bands would you go see twice a year?
Yeah,
It would never happen, right? So
Chad Brownlee.
yeah, well,
No,
there you go. But that's what else is going on? Released a record late last year.
I saw that. Did really well.
Yeah, it's doing good. What else is going on? Yeah, just all across Canada, dipping into the US a couple times. I'm playing the Opry in Nashville in June. Playing
Do you know what the Opry is?
Opera House.
I was joking. I thought that was going to be like, obviously you know what that is. Okay.
yeah, it's Oprah's venue. Yeah. It's like
That's what
it's-
I knew. I knew that.
it's country music church.
Oh.
It's country music church. It's like
Oh, okay, cool.
the history all the way back to AM broadcast. It was like one of the first, I think it was the first syndicated show, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Across the US and into Canada and stuff. Massive history. Yeah, doing that one in June. Doing History in Toronto, which is Drake's new venue, which apparently is like, it's a badass venue. So I'm excited to play that one. Yeah. That's my summer is full of planes, trains, and automobiles. And yeah. See
Is
what
that why you
happens.
said he wastes a lot of gas? Oh,
Song.
gotcha.
Yes. Ba-doom.
The song.
Okay.
You get that? You get that? Wasting
know.
gas? The song? You're just wasting gas.
Oh, God.
Get it? I
Please
was
sing,
gonna
please
sing
sing
it,
the
but
whole
then I
song.
stopped.
I don't know what it is about my songs, but everybody tries to bring the really cheesy puns with the like, oh, you're wasting my time. And like,
That was the old one, right?
yeah, it was the old one. Now it's wasting gas.
who
You got to work on your dad joke.
Hardy's
Yeah, Hardy's
like,
badass.
A recent, like really good band that I was listening to.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, so Hardy's deal is he was a writer in Nashville, and he started getting a lot of co-writes on Florida Georgia Line's records.
very similar. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he was convinced. He's like, you should be an artist, and he's gone and he's a brilliant writer. He's just a brilliant artist.
Oh yeah,
so-
his songs they definitely hit
Yep.
the nerve. What was that one song about? The first song that blew up for him.
well, there's a
Beers.
oh yeah, it's got Lauren Elena on it.
It was about yeah. I played that. That was like I made a video for our engagement. And
It's got that KISS. It's got that sort of rhyme scheme in it, right?
Same as like Florida Georgia Line, or it's like what simple.
I think his best song is
They're good sing along songs.
yeah, good little ditty.
Yeah. Those get me into the summer mood. With like that's why I like country, because it's like a time of year thing for me.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah. Where can people find you on Instagram?
Dallas
Facebook?
Smith music, all that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty easy to find me. I'm there.
Awesome. Anything else? Wrapping it up.
You do your
Go
thing.
Canucks. Thanks again for tuning in to Live from Langley, BC. If you're still here, don't forget to subscribe and rate us because it really keeps us going. We make episodes every week. If you want to check out any others, make sure you check out our page and see you on the next one.